Hey guys, this is Chris, the lower, slower board gamer, and I thought I would bring you with the changing of plans this Friday evening. And Philip and I not able to do our King of the Hill series of baseball games. I thought I would bring you a baseball game nonetheless. And tonight we are going to see the 1919 Chicago White Sox hosting the 1922 Washington Senators. This is Stratomatic Baseball Basic version. So without any further ado, let's head on down to the field. And let's check out our starting lineups for the visiting Washington Senators. Sam Rice, right field, leading off. Joe Judge, first base, batting second. Ossie Bluge, batting third. Goose Goslin, left fielder, batting fourth. Roger Peckinpah, shortstop, batting fifth. Will McNeely, center fielder, batting sixth. Muddy Rule, catcher, batting seventh. Bucky Harris, second baseman, batting eighth. And on the hill tonight for your Washington Senators, big train, Walter Johnson, and he'll bat in the pitcher's spot. For the White Sox, you know them, you love them. I've played them ad nauseum, and I will continue to do so for the rest of my days. Leading off, Eddie Cocky Collins, Bucky Weaver, playing third, batting second. Shoeless Joe, left fielder, batting third. Chick Gandil at first base. He will be batting cleanup ahead of Hap Felsch, the center fielder, batting fifth. Nemo Leibold, right fielder, batting sixth, who is coincidentally a backup outfielder for the Senators in this game. Sad Sack Ray Shaw, catcher, batting seventh. Swede Risberg, shortstop, batting eighth. And on the hill and in charge for the Sox tonight, hopefully, knuckleballer Eddie Seacott. So let's go ahead and play us some base of balls. Leading off for the Senators, Sam Rice. And yeah, see, I really need to get something up here that's better than that. So let's just roll. It's going to be a 4-11 off Seacart's card. Grounder to first. Gandil is a 1 within 11, and he is able to get to first to beat Rice easily. Now we'll call that Seacott covering. So 3-1. That'll be the first out. Joe Judge, first baseman. Seacott is set, and we can see those. 110, and just missed it on the split. Fly ball to right field. Underneath that is Norm Leibold. Makes the catch for out number 2. Norm. I keep wanting to say Norm. Norm! We got Ossie Bluge, third baseman. It's going to be a 4-8, and that's going to be high on the split for a single off Seacott's card. So the Senators keep the inning alive. That'll bring them to Goose Goslin, playing in left field. Here in the top of the first, 1-11, hard grounder hit to third, and that's going to end the inning with a 5-3 ground ball. No runs plated for the Senators. They do get one hit. Adjust that on the scoreboard for you. Our live ticker up there in the top of the screen, right there, in case you didn't. There. It's there. Okay, cool. Alrighty, let's go to the bottom of the first, and the White Sox are set. Walter Johnson, big train, fastest arm on 2 feet, warming up, getting ready to face the 1919 Chicago White Sox. Set the guys there. Plenty of room for the dice. Where can the dice go? That's in, so I need the dice to pretty much be right in that area right there. Cool. Now I know. Inquiring minds want to know. Bottom of the first. Collins is set. Johnson with the pitch. 6-7, and that is going to be a hard grounder hit to second. Right at Bucky Harris. He is a 2 within 8. Gets it over, no problem to Judge for out number 1. 4-3 ground ball. Bucky Weaver. Johnson is set. Here comes the pitch. 2-8. Hard grounder hit to third. Fielded cleanly by Ossie Bluge. Gets that over to Judge for out number 2. Walter Johnson getting the White Sox to ground out early till he figures them out. Shoeless Joe. Yeah, we'll put that there. 3, 4, pops it up middle of the infield. Harris and Peckinpah converging. Bucky Harris calls Roger Peckinpah off. Makes routine work of the pop-up for out number 3. 1, 2, 3 go the White Sox. And we're going to go to the top of the second inning. Your score is knotted at we haven't played it any runs yet. Alrighty, leading off for the Senators is going to be Roger Peckinpah. Eddie Seacott is going to face 5, 6, 7. McNeely and Rule to follow. Here we go. Peckinpah is set with a 4, 8, and low on the split. Hard liner up the middle. Diving catch. There at second by Eddie Collins for out number 1. Peckinpah's retired. Earl McNeely is set to go. I called him Will early. It's okay. I don't know these guys that well. Forgive. 6-5. Another hard liner up the middle. This one, a diving catch by Swede Risberg. That's actually a liner to second. Liner to short for 2 outs. They're testing the middle of the defense, and the White Sox are doing well. Muddy Rule is set. That's going to be a 4-7 hard grounder hit to second base right at Eddie Collins. He's a 1 with a 6. Scoops it up, gets it over to Gandil for out number 3. And side is retired. Could be a low-scoring affair. We'll just have to see how this one goes. Scoreless, we go to the bottom of the second. Walter Johnson facing 4, 5, 6. I would call that just past the heart of the White Sox order because Joe Jackson's not batting. But Chit Gandil, half Felsch, Nemo Leibold. Here we go. Chit Gandil with a 2-10, and that's going to be a base hit to open things up. Base hit for the first baseman. Hat Felsch is set to go. Here comes the pitch from Johnson. That'll be a 2-9 fly ball to center field. This one is hit low. Line drive. Earl McNeely on the run. Makes a great catch. Relays the ball back into Peckinpah. Out number 1. Gandil retreats back to first as Nemo Leibold comes up to the plate. Walter Johnson, big train for 8. Issues a walk. 2 base runners for the White Sox. Going to bring up Ray Schalk. And Schalk's going to swing away. We've got a 4-8. Another walk. Loads the bases for Swede Risberg. And 1 out. Bases loaded. Walter Johnson looking to get out of this. 6-11 hard grounder hit to first. Infield was in C. Batter is out. Runner on no. Bases loaded. Don't do this too often. Runner going home is out. Alrighty. So that is going to be, what was that? 6-11. We'll call that a 3-2. And everyone advances. Risberg by fielder's choice. 2 outs. Eddie Seacott comes up to the plate. Johnson getting ready to go. 6-9 hard grounder hit to second base. That is going to be hit hard at Bucky Harris. Harris is able to get that over to Judge in easy time for the 3rd out. Bases loaded, bases stranded. White Sox can't get any business going here in the bottom of the second. We go to the 3rd inning. 1 hit mustered by the White Sox. Scoreless after 2. Bottom of the order up for the Senators. Bucky Harris is going to be leading off against Eddie Seacott, and he'll be followed by Johnson, and back to the top for Sam Rice. Look at the scoring so far for the first 2 innings. Let's get that up there. Everyone likes to see the scoring. As you can see, a 2-out hit by Aussie Blues in the top of the first. The only hit given up by Seacott, who's retired 6 of the first 7. Walter Johnson, not quite as stoic an outing thus far. He's allowed 2 walks. But he has prevented the White Sox from scoring with bases loaded in the bottom of the second. with 1 out, bases loaded in the bottom of the second. Third inning, Bucky Harris leading off against Eddie Seacott. And that's going to be a 3-8, low on the split, but that is a double. Bucky Harris with an extra base hit to lead off the top of the third. Going to bring in Walter Johnson. He's going to bunt him over. And with that 9 sacrifice, batter is safe, lead runner thrown out by the catcher. That's going to be a 2-6. Nope. Yeah, 2-6. Fielder's choice by Johnson on the bunt. 1 on, 1 out. Didn't work quite the way they thought it would. Sam Rice, leadoff hitter, grounded to first his last time up. 2-7. That is a single, and that is going to advance Johnson to second base. Joe Judge to the plate, 1 out, 2 on, top of the third. Scoreless ball game, 1-6. Pops it up middle of the infield. Easy play for Eddie Collins. Calls off Seacott and Risberg, makes the catch. Second out, runners on first and second. Top of the third, scoreless game. 22 Senators and 19 White Sox. Aussie Blues, who singled his last time up. Seacott with the pitch, 4-5, and that's going to be a fly ball to right field. Hit right to Nemo Leibold. Takes a couple of steps forward, drifts to his left to make the catch for out number 3. 2 hits for the Senators, but no runs plated. And we go to the bottom of the third inning. Alrighty. Walter Johnson. No strikeouts so far in this affair, but we go back to the top of the order for the Chicago White Sox, where he'll face Eddie Collins, Bucky Weaver, and Shoeless Joe. I love those names. Here we go. Johnson is set. Rocks, fires. 6-6. Fly ball to left field. Deep into left, and Goose Goslin is there chasing it down, scampering out towards the corner to make the catch. That's out number 1. Bucky Weaver at the plate, the hot corner man for the White Sox. Grounded to third his last time up. Walter Johnson with a 5-7, and there's the strikeout, swinging at the knee cheese. Shoeless of Joe Jackson, 2 outs now. Bottom of the third, scoreless game, 3-10, and that is a base hit for the vaunted one, Chick Gandil. Jackson will be given the green light if the ball is struck. No, Johnson sneaks one past him for his second of the inning, second of the game, strikeout of Gandil. 1 hit for the White Sox, but it garners no runs. And we're going to head scoreless to the 4th inning. Pitcher's duel, if ever there was one. Here comes the knuckleballer for the White Sox. And he will face the heart of the Senators' order in Goose Goslin, Roger Peckinpah, and Earl McNeely. Seacott is set, gets his signs from Ray Schock. Glances over to Bucky Weaver, who offers a cheer of encouragement. Here comes the pitch, 4-7. Hard grounder hit to second base. No problem at all there for Eddie Collins. He gets it, scoops it, fires over to Gandil for the ground ball out. 4-3, 1 away. Roger Peckinpah. Eddie Seacott is set, 2-11, and that is going to be a walk. Peckinpah sits on 3-0 and does not chase the ball in the dirt, so the Senators' shortstop makes it onto first base. Not much of a threat to steal, but Seacott looks over to first to keep him honest. Earl McNeely is set, 1 out, 1 on, top of the 4th, and that is going to be a hard ground ball hit back to the box. Seacott gets it to Swede. Risberg moving to his left on the run. They're able to force Peckinpah and on to Gandil to get McNeely for the 1-6-3 double play for those of you scoring at home. And if you're not scoring at home, you should be. 1-6-1-6-3. That is the end of the top of the 4th for the 2nd and the 3rd outs. No hits, no runs, no errors, none left on base. We go to the bottom of the inning where Walter Johnson is going to be facing Hap Felsch, Nemo Leibold, and Ray Schock. like to take this time to remind you that if you like this game and want to learn more about it and others like it, go to www.stratomatic.com and to check out this game, football, basketball, baseball. They have cards and dice and computer versions and some online things for card readers for the baseball game, and also baseball and football online versions. Check all this out and more at www.strat-o-matic.com. Here we go, Walter Johnson on the hill, bottom of the fourth, White Sox at the plate, 1-10. And that is a long fly ball by Hap Felsch. He hits this one down the left field line, and it catches and carries over the fence for a home run. Hap Felsch goes long off Walter Johnson. And the White Sox, they score the first run of the game. Nemo Leibold now set to go, and that's going to be 4-8. And Johnson issues a walk. Leibold's second of the game. Ray Schock at the plate now with a runner on first, a runner across, 1-0 bottom of the fourth. Schock walked his last time up. Johnson with a pitch, 2-8, and Schock laces a base hit into left center field. Nemo Leibold is going to be waved on to third. With that 5, he's going to be in under the tag. Men at the corners with nobody out. 1-0 bottom of the fourth, and Swede Risberg comes up. We're going to play with the infield in. Risberg is going to swing away. 4-9, and that'll be a strikeout of Risberg. Johnson's third of the evening. 1 away, and that brings the ground ball into play with Eddie Seacott at the plate. Seacott is going to try to bunt Schock over. They're going to hold Leibold. And with that 9, it's not going to work. That's going to be a 2-6 on Schock. Seacott reaches on the fielder's choice, but the third out of the inning. Second out of the inning. Lo siento mucho. Second out of the inning. Cocky Collins comes to the plate. Eddie Collins, hitless and 2 at-bats. Grounded to second, flew to left. Johnson faces him. The runners on first and third in Leibold and Seacott. Here comes the pitch, 5-6, and that is going to be an RBI single for Eddie Collins. That is going to score Leibold, and that's going to send Eddie Seacott to second base. 2-0 White Sox, and Bucky Weaver comes up. He is 0 for 2 with a grounder to third and a strikeout. Johnson trying to get the Senators back to the plate. Does so with a long fly ball to left field. This one hit to Goose Goslin. Able to make easily the catch in the inning, but not before the White Sox plate 2 runs on 3 hits. Let's adjust that scoreboard for you. Trying out my baseball announcer voice. Kind of a nod to Red Barber, if you will. Especially if I go with the accent like that. What do you think? Just trying to do a little bit of old-fashioned baseball here. Forgot to set the camera to black and white, but oh well. You get the gist. Top of the fifth, Eddie Seacott comes out. He's going to face Muddy Rule. Bottom of the order for the Senators. Harris, and should he bat, Walter Johnson. I don't see that changing anytime soon. Johnson goes all the way, all the time. Muddy Rule is set. Eddie Seacott, the knuckleballer, with the pitch. 3-4, and he walks Rule. So the Senators have some business here in the top of the fifth. Bucky Harris comes to the plate. And that's going to be a 3-8. And low on the split, but that's going to be a double. Muddy Rule is going to... he's going to be held at third. 113 runner, nobody out. Walter Johnson is going to swing away. 1 out, can't hurt, nobody forced. 3-6, and that's going to be an RBI single for Walter Johnson. That's going to score Muddy Rule. Bucky Harris with a 17 has been given the green light, and he will score as well. A 2 RBI single for Walter Johnson, top of the fifth, and we have a tie score of 2-0. We'll adjust hits at the end of the inning. Walter Johnson, pitcher, helping his own cause. Sam Rice leading off. Runner on first in Walter Johnson. Eddie Cicotte is set. Here comes the pitch. 6-11. Fly ball to Nemo Leibold in right field, who is a 2 with a 3. And he boots it, kicks it in front of him, rolling in, and Sam Rice is going to be safe in at second. Johnson is going to make it to third on the E9 play. Boffo Leibold, bad Leibold. Runners on second and third now for Joe Judge. Defense is going to be in. Eddie Cicotte with the pitch. 4-7. Hard grounder hit easily to Eddie Collins. He's a 1 with a 19. Roll it again, according to the chart. 20. Roll it again, according to the chart. You can see it. That's a 14. No problem at all. Runners are going to be held. He is going to get that ball on over to Gandil for out number 1. 4-3, ground ball. Aussie Blues, 1 for 2, singled and flown to right. Cicotte is set, infield in again, and that's going to be a 2. 9, and walks the bases loaded, which brings the ground ball double play into play to end this inning. Still with only 1 out. Goose Goslin, 2-2 is your score. Cicotte with the pitch, 3-2, walks a run in, and the Senators take the lead. We'll figure out the earned run at the end of the inning, but Eddie Cicotte gives up the lead. Roger Peckinpah is at the plate. Cicotte looking to get the Sox back in, and Peckinpah lifts a single into the outfield. That is going to score Sam Rice, so that'll be an unearned run for sure. Aussie Blues is a 14. They're going to send him home. 16, he is gunned down. Nemo Leibold saves his reputation once again. Finally. Okay, so we'll figure that stuff out in a minute. 4 runs across for the Senators. And we are going to go to the 9th batter of the inning, Earl McNeely. Cicotte would really like to get out of this inning. No less intact than he is right now. Ground ball back to the box. 2 with an 8. He's able to cleanly field that and get it over to Gandil for out number 3. Bucky Weaver trots in with Cicotte, pats him on the behind as the White Sox go into the dugout, and the Senators take the field for the bottom of the 5th inning. Let's do some housekeeping here. That is 4 runs across for the Senators. 2, and did not have enough happen in order for that to score, so Johnson is going to be an unearned run as well. Dink, dink. But they do put 4 on the scoreboard in the top of the 5th, and they do it on 1, 2, 3 base hits. Nemo Leibold with an error for the White Sox, and that's going to leave your score going to the bottom of the 5th inning, 4-2 Washington. Walter Johnson coming out with a lead for the first time in this game, and he's going to face the heart of the White Sox order in Shoeless, Joe Jackson, Chick Gandil, and Hap Felsch. Eddie Cicotte is sitting on the bench talking with his catcher, Ray Schalk, going over some strategy, getting words of encouragement. Probably not from Schalk. He's like, "Come on, Eddie! Get your head out of your butt!" Here we go. Shoeless Joe leading off, bottom of the 5th, 2-7, and that's going to be a fly ball to right field. That one is hit. Line drive. Sam Rice chasing in, makes the catch for out number 1. Yeah. Alrighty, we're going to go to Chick Gandil at the plate. He has singled, been thrown out at home on a ground ball and struck out. Walter Johnson looking to get the Senators with their lead intact back to the batter's box. Fly ball to center field on Gandal's stroke of the bat. McNeely gets underneath it, makes the catch for out number 2. And Hap Felsch comes to the plate. Walter Johnson with the pitch. That's going to be a 6-8. Pops it up on the right side of the infield. Joe Judge waves everybody off, reaches up, makes a catch, almost straddling first base for out number 3. 1, 2, 3 go the White Sox. They score nothing. We go to the top of the 6th inning. Dink. I just figured out a way to do something. Sixth inning. See, I can be smart if I apply my head right to it. Muddy Rule is set. He will be leading off against Eddie Seacott, and he'll be followed by the bottom of the order in Bucky Harris and Walter Johnson. Seacott staying in, even though he has yielded 4 runs. Other than the 5th inning, has pitched a good game so far, and Kid Gleason is confident that his pitcher will be able to take them home or close to it. 4-12. Hard grounder hit to Swede Risberg at short. He is a 2 with a 9. And that is going to be a throwing error by Swede Risberg. Rule makes it on base safely. E6. Boffo Risberg. Bad Risberg. No, he wasn't paid off. Not this game. We have a runner on first. Going to bring in Bucky Harris. Eddie Seacott set to face him. Seacott has yielded 2 doubles to Harris. 2-11 and issues a walk this time. So runners on first and second with Walter Johnson coming to the plate. Kid Gleason goes out and has a talk with Eddie Seacott. You're not showing your stuff, Eddie. You okay? Ray Schock says, yeah, he's still got it, kid. So Seacott is set. Walter Johnson at the plate. Singled in 2 runs his last time up. 4-4, and that's going to be a strikeout for Seacott. Surprisingly, his first of the game. Out number 1. Sam Rice to the plate, and Kid Gleason, he is standing at the top dugout step. Seacott's on a short leash. Rice, 1 for 3 so far in this game. 1-5. Hard grounder hit to first, Chick Gandil. He gets it to second base. No problem to force Harris. Not enough time to come back. So that'll be Rice reaching on a fielder's choice. Bucky Harris out on a 3-6 and advances Muddy Rule to third. And that's going to bring up Joe Judge. Runners at the corners. 4-2. Top of the 6th. Senators over the White Sox. Here comes the pitch from Seacott. 1-3. Judge pops it up. Schock gets up out of his crouch, throws his mask, gets underneath it, squints in the sunlight. Stabs at the ball, makes the catch for out number 3. And that is going to bring us to the bottom of the 6th inning. Let's go ahead and show you the scorecards so far. No hits given up in that inning. White Sox are trailing the Washington Senators by a score of 4-2, as you can see on the scorecard right over there. Here we go. Scorecard so far for the Senators. You can see that 5th inning where led off with a walk for Muddy Rule. Double for Bucky Harris got him to third, and Walter Johnson drove them both in with a single. Rice reaches second on an error by Nemo Leibold, allowing Johnson to make it to third. A grounder to second by Judge with the infield in as the first out. Then Blues walks the bases loaded. Seacott then walks Goslin to walk in a run. Then Peckinpah drives in Sam Rice for the 4th run of the inning. And Aussie Blues tried to score on that play, was gunned down by Nemo Leibold. Ray Schock applying the tag, and McNeely grounded to the pitcher. Eddie Seacott got it to Gandil to end the inning. The White Sox, their big inning was back in the bottom of the 4th. Leadoff home run by Hap Felsch. Nemo Leibold drew a walk. Ray Schock singled Leibold to Second, Swede Risberg struck out. Then Eddie Seacott. Somehow Leibold ended where? Eddie Seacott tried to bunt Schock over. Leibold was on third. Tried to bunt Schock over. And Schock was thrown out. Fielder's choice by Eddie Seacott for the second out. Then Eddie Collins was able to stroke a single and score Leibold. And then Bucky Weaver flew to left field for out number 3. 4-2 is your score. That's where it stands at this time. Nemo Leibold is set to go. Walter Big Train Johnson hurling the old Mr. Spalding for the Washington Senators. Bottom of the 6th. 4-2. Senators over the White Sox. 1-7. And that is a single for Nemo Leibold. His third time on base, but he's 1 for 1. He's walked twice, scored a run. Ray Schock is set with a walk and a single. Johnson ready to pitch the old Spalding. That's going to be a 3-10 and a base hit for Schock. Leibold is rounding second. He's going to try to get to third with that 12, and he's going to be in under the tag, no problem. Runners at the corners for the White Sox again. Same 2 runners. Brings up Swede Risberg. Risberg is swinging away. 256 batter in 1919. 4-12. Fly ball to right field. That is hit deep. Sam Rice gets underneath it and makes the catch easily. Moving away from home plate. Plenty of time for Nemo Leibold to tag up and score. Schock will hold it first, but the sacrifice fly by Risberg cuts the lead to 4-3. As indicated on the scoreboard. That's going to bring Eddie Seacott up with 1 out. The man on first. He's going to try to bunt him over. He's going to lay it down. He drops it down the third base line, and he is running. Beats out the bunt. So Eddie Seacott with a bunt single going to move Schock over to second, and that is going to give us Eddie Collins, who has 1 for 3 with an RBI single so far in this game. Johnson wanting to get out of this inning. 5-5 fly ball to center field. Not a problem at all. Chased down by Earl McNeely. Makes the catch for out number 2. No chance for Schock to advance on that play. Brings up Bucky Weaver, the third baseman. 0 for 3 with a strikeout. Bucky Weaver smacks his bat into the dirt, trying to encourage himself. Knows he can do better. But he's facing Big Train. 2-7, and that's going to be a hard grounder hit to Peckinpah short. He ignores everybody else in the field and zeroes in on Joe Judge to get Buck Weaver out for his third out of the inning. But 3 base hits for the White Sox, and they pulled to within 1. We're going to go to the over there to the 7th inning. I'm glad I thought of that. Someone asked me, is there a way you could indicate which inning we're in? And I was like, there's got to be a way to do it. Well, it works. Eddie Seacott stays out. He's pitching well. There is no need to replace him. Ossie Bluge, third baseman, third in the order, leading off, to be followed by Goose Goslin and Roger Peckinpah. Seacott is set. And here comes the windup. The pitch for 11. Hard grounder hit to Gandil at first. He is a 1 with a 9. And he scoops the ball up. He beats Bluge to first for the unassisted play. First out in the top of the 7th inning. Goose Goslin is set. Eddie Seacott. Here we go. The pitch, 4-5 fly ball hit to Leibold in right. Leibold moving towards foul territory. Easily makes the nab for out number 2. Can of corn, baby, can of corn. Roger Peckinpah now. Seacott with the pitch to the shortstop. That is a 1-4. Pops it up middle of the infield. Swede Risberg gets underneath it. Calls off Eddie Collins. Makes the catch for a 1-2-3 Senators inning. I'm going to go to the bottom of the 7th inning. First, the 7th inning stretch. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jack. I don't care if I never get back, for it's root, root, root for the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame, for it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. And Walter Johnson comes out, has a 1-run lead here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Joe Jackson is set. Heart of the order up. Jackson, Gandil, and Felsch. Starters are staying into the late innings in this game. 1-7, and that's a leadoff single for Shoeless Joe. He's 2 for 2 today with a single back in the 3rd. Chick Gandil, first baseman, looking to get this run around. 290. Shoeless Joe. Here comes the pitch. 3-9 fly ball to left field. This one is jacked way out there. Line drive to Goslin. Makes the catch. Jackson has to retreat. No chance to advance. So that is 1 away. And that is going to bring up Hap Felsch, center fielder. Walter Johnson has had a good outing aside from the walks he gave out in the 2nd. And the runs that he gave up in the 4th, he has struck out 3 so far. Here he comes facing Hap Felsch, who homered. And we have a 1-9, and that is going to be low on the split. He hits this one to the gap. That's a double. Shoeless Joe is rounding 3rd with 2 outs, a 1-14, make it a 16. He's going to score, and that is going to be a tie ball game. Hap Felsch with the RBI double in the bottom of the 7th. Shoeless Joe scores from first. Walter Johnson now facing Nemo Leibold. Here comes the pitch. 6-9. Hard grounder up the middle to second base. Bucky Harris handles it easily. Gets it over to Joe Judge for out number 3. But the White Sox have drawn abreast with the Senators, scoring a run in the bottom of the 7th to make your score stand currently at 4 runs for the White Sox, 4 runs for the Senators. He did that on 2 hits. So there you go, your score, 4-4. We go to the top of the 8th inning. Yes, I know, Al is thinking about me playing baseball because we're getting ready to have free baseball. And I'm going to have another 20-inning game because we can't go for my own personal best of 21. It's going to make me sit here for an hour and a half to no avail. It has in the past. Eddie Seacott is set. He'll face Earl McNeely, 6, 7, 8, McNeely, Rule, and Harris, which a lot of production has come from that portion of the batting order for the Senators in this game. Bottom of the 8th. 8th? No. Top of the 8th. Top of the 8th. That's right. I've got to move our little inning indicator dot over to the 8th inning. Earl McNeely with a 3-4 hard ground ball back to the box. Seacott knocks it down, chases it down the mound, flips it on over to Chick Gandil for out number 1. McNeely stumbled a little coming out of the batter's box, giving Seacott a chance to get a handle on the ball. Muddy Rule comes up to the plate. Seacott is set. Here comes the pitch. 2-7 fly ball to left field. Shoeless Joe chasing this one back to the corner. Makes the catch on the run for out number 2. Bucky Harris comes to the plate. Eddie Seacott is set. Here comes the pitch. He fires with a 4-6, and that is going to be a 2-out double for Bucky Harris. His 3rd double of the game. 4th time reaching first base safely. And that's going to bring up Walter Johnson. Johnson is pitching well. They want to keep him in the game. They're going to let him bat. He's already had a 2 RBI single. Here comes the pitch from Seacott. 6-8 fly ball to center field. This one hit weakly. A pop-up chased in by Hap Felsch. Makes the catch. No run scored in the top of the 8th. 1 hit for the Senators. And we're going to do our lower, slower board gamer triple check. Make sure we have 1, 2, 3, 4 runs for the Senators. That is accurate. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 base hits. That is accurate with the scoreboard. Oh, we have an extra error for the White Sox. We need to make that a thing. And triple check on the White Sox. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 runs. That is correct. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 base hits. Double check that. Triple check that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I didn't count the home run. It didn't have a number. That is accurate. Alrighty, here we go. To the bottom of the 8th inning. As soon as we move everybody around, whoever pitches for the White Sox will be facing the top of the order in the 9th. And we may see a pitching change depending on how the first 2 at-bats go for the White Sox. Walter Johnson still in the game, still hurling the A.G. Spalding to Muddy Rule, his backstop behind home plate. Ray Schock leading off. Here we go. 3-4, and Schock gets a walk, his 4th time on in this game. 2 walks now and 2 singles. Walter Johnson, Sweet Risberg. Risberg is going to lay down the bunt. And with a 7, he does it beautifully down the first base line. Charging in is Joe Judge. He wheels around and gets it to Harris behind him for the 3-4 sack. That is going to advance Schock to second, and we are going to see a pinch hitter come in for Eddie Seacott. And it looks like it's going to be Fred McMullen with Collins on deck. That's why the top of his card said cocky. Walter Johnson is set. McMullen with a man on second, 1 out. Eddie Collins is on deck, and Eddie Collins is going to be a batter. We're pitching to McMullen, who was a .294 batter that year. 6-12. Walter Johnson is not going to be injured because it's a one-off baseball game. House rule. 6-6, fly ball to right field. That one is hit deeply. Sam Rice, nope, he's moving in a little bit. The wind is blowing in out of right field. Makes the catch. Schock thinks about tagging up, but nope, he stays at second. So that is going to be 2 away, and that is going to bring Eddie Collins to the plate. Buck Weaver on deck. Eddie Collins. Walter Johnson is going to issue the walk to Eddie Collins. He's going to put him on first, bringing 3 bags worth of forced on the ground balls into play. Bucky Weaver is set. He doesn't want to be the one to do it, but it's a hard ground ball hit to shortstop Roger Peckinpah, 1 with a 16, and he's able to easily make the play to second to get Collins. 6-4, Weaver reaches on a fielder's choice. And a good little bit of strategy there by Walter Johnson, parking Collins on first. A .319 batter. Not that Bucky Weaver is a slouch. He was .296 that year. However, no hits, no runs, no errors, nobody left on base. We go to the 9th inning, tied at 4 apiece. And where? Oh, that's right. I moved the cursor over there. Think, think, think. We're in the 9th inning. And we're going to have a new pitcher for the White Sox. Eddie Seacott has taken his place on the bench, and he is going to be replaced by... Well, it looks like Eddie Seacott is calling on Grover Loudermilk to take the pitcherly duties here in the top of the 9th. He'll face the top of the Senators' order, so it'll be a trying relief appearance for Loudermilk, where he's facing Rice, Judge, and Bluge. Tied score at 4, top of the 9th inning. Loudermilk with a 5-5. Low on the split, fly ball to right field. Is that a little piece of eraser or something? Yep, fly ball to right field. Nemo Leibold is there to make the catch. Out number 1. Joe Judge, first baseman. 0 for 4 so far in this game. Flew to right, popped out to short, grounded to second, and fouled out behind home plate. Here comes the pitch. 3-8, hard grounder hit to short. Sweet Risberg moving to his right. Throws across his body. And one hops it to an outstretching Chick Gandil for out number 2. Beats Judge by a step. Judge with a little bit of speed. Aussie Blues, 2 outs, top of the 9th inning. And will the Senators be able to take the lead? 4-8, not with this one. Hard ground ball hit to Riesberg. 2 with a 15, able to make that play over to Gandil for out number 3. 1, 2, 3 go to the Senators. And we're going to go to the bottom of the 9th inning. Walter Johnson is going to stay in the game and face the heart of the White Sox order in Shoeless Joe, Chick Gandil, and Hap Felsch. Big Train is going the distance. So far, going 9 anyway. He is set, Shoeless Joe, ready to go. Hey there, Joe. What do you know? That's going to be a 2-6, and Joe's on with a walk. 2 for 4 with a run scored, and now a walk to his credit. That's going to bring Chick Gandil up to the plate. Walter Johnson is set. Gandil is 1 for 4 with a strikeout and a single. Here we go, 2-6, and that's going to be a hard ground ball hit to third base. Good play over there by Aussie Blues, able to get to Bucky Harris covering. Makes the turn over to Judge for the 5-4-3 double play. 2 outs, and that's going to take us to Hap Felsch here in the bottom of the 9th. Homered once already this game, and an RBI double to his credit, 2 for 4. Walter Johnson is set. Here comes the pitch. 5-10 strikeout. We go to extra innings. Walter Johnson's 4th strikeout of the game. Alrighty, we're going to the 10th. Grover Loudermilk is going to come out, and he will face 4, 5, 6 of the Senators in Goslin, Peckinpah, and Earl McNeely. Yeah, let's do that, and then we'll fix things. 1-3, and that's a walk to open things up. Alrighty, so yeah, we need to fix the scoreboard, because we don't normally go to this point. $10, 0, 0. Out to the 10th inning. Let's fix that. There we go. That's the way it should be. Oh, this is going to be an interesting way to do it. Okay. So Goslin draws a walk. Loudermilk is set. Roger Peckinpah. Here we go. The pitch from Loudermilk, 6-7. That's going to be a single. Goslin is going to round second, head for third, and no problem. Way in under the tag. Late throw by Hap Felsch. Runners on first and third. Earl McNeely. Infield in. It's going to be a 1-5. That's going to be a base hit, and that's a run across for the Senators. Peckinpah rounding second, headed for third. He is thrown out. We'll call that one from Shoeless Joe a 7-5. Happened right there. But we do have 1 run across for the Senators here in the top of the 10th. Your score is 5-4. Grover Loudermilk giving up a run in relief. Muddy Rule is set, 1 out, runner on first. Here comes the pitch, 5-8, and that's a strikeout for Loudermilk. 2 away, that'll bring us to Bucky Harris. Harris is set to go. Here comes the pitch from Loudermilk, 3-12, pops it up foul. Ray Schalk gets underneath it and makes the catch for out number 3. 1 run plated, 2 base hits for the Senators. We go to the bottom of the 10th inning, and the White Sox find themselves trailing for the first time since the bottom of the 7th. Walter Johnson is going to come in to pitch the 10th. Nemo Leibold is going to lead off the bottom of the 10th inning for the Chicago White Sox. Here comes the pitch. That's going to be a 5-5 fly ball to center field. Back deep, chasing Earl McNeely at the fence, makes the catch for out number 1. Ray Schock at the plate, 282 batter in 1919. 2 walks, 2 singles so far in this game. Johnson with a pitch. That's a 1-4. Pops it up on the left side of the infield. Johnson chasing after it. Converging is third baseman Aussie Blues. Calls Johnson off and makes the catch for out number 2. And we are down to our final out. And it is going to be Swede Risberg facing Big Train. Here we go. Walter Johnson looking into Rule. Gets his signs. Nobody on base. The Chicago faithful are on their feet crying for their socks. Kami is up in his office overlooking the field, and he's just about throwing shot glasses in the fireplace. Here we go. The pitch from Johnson, 1-9, and that's a base hit from Swede Risberg to extend the game. And we're going to see somebody come in and pinch hit for Grover Loudermilk, I do believe. And Kid Gleason calls on Eddie Murphy. No, not the comedian. The baseball player. 2 outs, man on. Eddie Murphy, 35 at-bats in 1919, but a .486 average. Walter Johnson is set to go. Here comes the pitch. That's going to be a 1-4. Hard ground ball hit back to Joe Judge at first. He's able to get there ahead of Murphy, no problem, for the unassisted play, out number 3, and that is going to be your ball game right there. One more hit for the White Sox, however, to no avail. The Washington Senators win this in 10 innings by a score of 5-4. We'll be back in just a moment with some statistics for you. Alrighty, so let's go over the Chicago White Sox. You can see our line both here on the screen and also here on the score sheet. Your final score, 5-4 in 10 innings. The Senators out-hit the White Sox. The White Sox out-hit the Senators, I stand corrected, 11-9. 2 errors by the White Sox. Cleanly played defensive ball game by the Senators. Cocky Collins 1 of 4 with an RBI. Bucky Weaver 0 for 5. 2 for 4. Shoeless Joe with a run scored and a walk. Chick Gandil 1 for 5. Hap Felsch, bright spot for the White Sox. 2 for 5 with a run scored, 2 RBI, a double, and a home run. Struck out once. Nemo Leibold. And we need to put the big E's because they boffoed. 1 for 3, 2 runs scored with an error, walked twice. Ray Schock, 2 for 3, 2 walks. To his credit, Swede Risberg, 1 for 3 with an RBI, sac fly, sac hit, struck out, and an error. Eddie Seacott, 1 for 3. McMullen and Murphy both hitless in a single at bat. Eddie Seacott, 8 innings of work, gave up 6 hits, 4 runs, 2 of those were earned. He struck out 1 and walked 5. Kirk Loudermilk in relief, 2 innings work, gave up 3 hits, 1 run, it was earned, struck out 1 and walked 1. And now we are going to go down to the 1922 Washington Senators. 100 years ago this team played ball, and this is how they played this day. Sam Rice 1 of 5 with a run scored. Joe Judge 0 for 5. Aussie Blues 1 for 4 with a walk. Goose Goslin 0 for 3 with a run, an RBI, and 2 walks. Bottom of the order is where it all happened. Roger Peckinpah, shortstop, 2 for 4 with an RBI and a walk. 1 for 5, Earl McNeely, center fielder. Muddy Rule 0 for 4, scored a run on a walk, struck out as well. Bucky Harris 3 for 4, 3 doubles, scored a run, a walk. And Walter Johnson 1 for 4, scored a run, 2 RBI, along with 10 innings of work, a complete game outing, a win. Gave up 11 hits, 4 earned runs, struck out 4, walked 6, and that is your player of the game. Player of the game, Walter Johnson. So there you have it. Again, your final score, the Washington Senators of 1922, 5 runs, 9 hits, no errors. The 1919 White Sox, 4 runs, 11 hits, 2 errors. Everybody, thank you very much for watching. Yeah, you go up. Please, you've watched this long into the video, go ahead, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Click the little dinger bell thingy, ding, so that way whenever content is uploaded, you'll be one of the first to know about it. Comment down below, and if you have anything in particular you want to talk about, make sure you include a timestamp. Guys, thank you very much for watching. This is Chris, the lower, slower board gamer. Keep on rolling. Kind of like this.